Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
The Browns need a head coach who is going to hold guys accountable and not be afraid to discipline players for poor performance, which brings me to Brian Flores. I think that the Browns definitely need offense, but at the same time, they need a tone setter. And I think Brian Flores would be perfect to hold guys accountable and set a tone for some type of continuity and standard for the team. Anyways, just my thoughts. Hopefully we can beat Miami coming up. Go Browns.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Scott, by and large, when you change head coaches, you go with a different. So Kevin Stefanski's kind of a coach's guy, an offensive guy. You would go more for a, in theory, 90% of the time, disciplinarian, defensive guy. I don't know if Flores is the guy. Yeah, but it would be a different, you would go 180 degrees by and large when you're making a change like that.
I mean, that often happens. Who knows, right? We were way ahead of ourselves. You know, I mean, maybe they got the number pick in the draft and they're taking a quarterback and you want a quarterback guru, right? So you just don't know. You know, Flores is an interesting name. And I get the criticism of Stefanski. You know, when penalties keep happening, you want to look at the coach and say it's a lack of discipline. And maybe that is the bottom line. You know, Cam Robinson's been in the league for like 9 or 10 years. And he gets called for lining up in their, you know, not at illegal formation because he's a half a step back. You know, it seemed like a ticky-tack call, but it's a call. You know, is that blamed on the coach? Cam Robinson gets beat a couple times and holds. You know, the Browns are on like the fifth left tackle. Is that on the coach? You know, the guy runs into the punter. You know, we could go step by step. Jerry Jeudy knows better than to throw Joey Porter when the ball's flying out of bounds for an offensive pass interference. He knows better than to, you know, push Joey Porter in the face mask. So, you know, I see both sides of this argument. I don't think a lack of discipline is the problem with Kevin Stefanski or this team. The problem is they can't score enough points.